Unit 15. Competition Law. Unit 15, page 208. Listening 1.
So, Mr. Green, good to see you again. Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
How's business? I remember that the last time we met, you just expanded your fleet, hadn't you?
That's right. Business is okay at the moment, but not great. Not great at all.
Oh.
The new cars aren't working out as well as I'd hoped, actually. People just don't seem to be taking as many cab rides as they used to. Trying to cut down on their expenses, I guess. And the new subway connection to the airport hasn't helped us either.
Right. So, what brings you here today?
Well, like I said, business isn't great at the moment, but we're surviving. The problem is we've heard that a newcomer's planning to enter our market.
I see. No one's ever happy about news like that.
That's right. Well, these guys call themselves the Orange Team or something, and all their cars are orange, and they've been advertising all over the place.
I see.
And some people are getting worried. Not just us, our competitor especially. You're familiar with our competitor, Belmont Cabs?
Yes, of course.
Well, here's what's going on. Don Belmont called me the other day and said he wanted to meet and have a beer. I thought it was a good idea to get together and talk things over, how business is going and things like that. And then Don started talking about prices, and if there wasn't something we could do to make it harder for these orange boys to get a foothold in our territory.
I see, Mr. Green. That's why you're here. You're wondering about the legality of such a step.
That's right. Belmont suggested we cool off our competition a little and agree on some things like territory and prices. He said we should agree to lower our prices below those of the Orange Team, but also fix a certain lower limit that we both adhere to, so that our losses wouldn't be too great.
Well, I'm glad you had the good sense to come to me, Mr. Green. Of course, you are aware that there are laws against this type of anti-competitive behavior.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm here. I just wanted to know how serious a crime that is. I mean, there's no harm in talking about things over a beer, is there?
Well, actually, according to the antitrust law, even if you only discuss the idea of dividing up territory or price fixing with a competitor, that's what Mr. Belmont's suggestion amounts to, Even if the suggestion is never put into practice, it could still be an infringement of the law. The infringements in this case would be for conspiracy to allocate territories and fix prices. Of course, it's very hard from an evidentiary standpoint for the case to be proven, but it's still a violation.
But we're just a taxi company. I mean, it's not like we're Microsoft or anything.
That's irrelevant, I'm afraid. The law still applies. And territorial allocation, which is what dividing up the territory between yourselves is called, is a serious breach of antitrust law.
I see. Another suggestion he had was a discount on airport trips. A special price, really dirt cheap. That'd help us to hold on to what's left of the airport business.
Well, that's what's known as predatory pricing. It's trying to keep new businesses from entering a market by lowering prices below cost temporarily.
I see they even have a name for it.
Yes, they do. And they also have punishments for it. Let me caution you that the fines can be very high for this sort of activity, Mr. Green. I must warn you that in this jurisdiction, individuals directly involved in serious anti-competitive behavior face the threat of criminal prosecution, which could lead to imprisonment. You should be aware that the risks of being a party to an anti-competitive agreement or abusing monopoly power are serious.
Well, I can't say you haven't warned me.
As your lawyer, I must strongly advise you to cease all communications with your competitor on the topics of territory and pricing. Furthermore, I recommend that your competitor be advised of the illegality of his behavior. I also suggest you concentrate on other legal means of improving your position in the taxi service market.